Hi guys, George here from Zero Peer Productions, and today on Skyrim Saturday Mods, we're taking a look at Valley of Outcasts, Jerall Mountain Citadel by Roadhouse 699. As the name of the mod might imply, this mod takes you to a large citadel deep in the Jerall Mountains, a mountain range that creates a natural border between Citadel and southern Skyrim. Upon discovering the Citadel, you'll create a small settlement, which will then grow in size and open up new quests and adventures. In total, the mod has 12 different quests, and the mod author emphasizes that they work well with any playstyle. What has me the most excited for this is that the choices you make during the quests will affect the outcome of the story. On top of that, the mod also features 2 romanceable characters, one male and one female. From what I've read about the mod author seems to draw some inspiration in terms of quest and romance design from the Mass Effect trilogy. As a huge fan of the Mass Effect franchise, this has me incredibly interested in the mod's writing and quest design. Valley of Outcasts is available on PC for both Legendary Edition and Special Edition, and recently received a new update to make the mod compatible with its recently released sequel. You will need all 3 of Skyrim's DLCs in order to play this, and at this point I would say that if you don't have the DLCs already, you should pick them up. To get started on Valley of Outcasts, head to Dead Man's Drink in Falkreath.
Welcome. Let me know if you want
Mercenary?
anything.
Could certainly use his help.
I'm not exactly a mercenary. So one thing, before we get started, is there is a bug that some people have run across where it's known as the infamous Skyrim dark face bug. And there's a lot of different things that can cause it, and there's a lot of different ways to fix it. And in the case of mods, one of the easiest things to do is just go into the console and set NPC weight to 10 or 35, and that usually clears it up. Looking at the mod page, there were a few people saying that they had the bug. The mod author says it was fixed, but some people said that even after update 2.0, they were still having the bug, so it doesn't seem that there's an exact fix yet. So we might have to do this a few times throughout this mod playthrough, but we'll see. Hello, I'm George Zarcady.
Nice to meet you. Will by the way.
So what brings you here? Falkreath's not a big destination, if you're alive. Different you're, but it's okay.
I was in the area, just scouting around for the hell of it. Say, you're a mercenary, right?
Yeah, I've been taking contracts in Skyrim since Helgen got attacked, or I prefer the term adventurer. I work for more than just money.
Nah, you're a mercenary.
Oh.
Adventurer isn't an actual career.
It is.
But anyway, if you're looking for a job, I happen to know a group of bandits just begging for a professional to run a sword through them.
Before we do this, I want to know a little more about who I'm dealing with.
Sensible enough. Prefect Willar Woodstrider, former Imperial Ranger. Long live, etc., etc. I got out about a month ago, after 8 years of service. Saw some action against the Stormcloaks, but most of what I did was clandestine. None of it is anything I should be telling a stranger. I'll just leave it at this. I spent a lot of time in the Somerset Isles, Valenwood, and Elsewhere.
Oh. But that wouldn't have much to do with the Stormcloaks, then. Alright, just point me to these brigands, and we'll get to work.
Alright, let's have some fun. They're holed up in a large fortress in the Jeralls, a ways west of here, near the border with Hammerfell. I scouted it out before. There are a lot of people there, led by some dark elf bastard. Nalver, I think his name was. I asked around about him. He's from House Hlalu. From what I know, that's not that uncommon for them. Crazy bastards have never been able to keep their people in line, even with the Morag Tong's help. But enough talk about that Enwa. We've got a fortress to assault. Come on.
I miss the term Enwa. Having played Morrowind now, I miss it. I understand why it's not as commonly used in Skyrim, but, you know, bring back Enwa. Alright, so we just gotta follow him there. Because I don't know if you can talk to him on the way. Oops, sorry. Nope, keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Can't talk to him, so we'll just follow him to our destination. Oh, this wasn't too far out of town.
Alright, this is the entrance. We're going in through this cave. Pretty sure it connects to the valley. I saw an exit on the other side.
How did you get in the first time? Oh, sorry, how did you get out the first time?
Climbed up and down the mountains. Took me a few days and I nearly died several times from both exposure and falling. This way's worth a look.
Alright, follow me.
I got your back. We'll talk once we've cleared it out.
I like his armor. I really, really like it. The texture seems to be not super high quality on certain parts of it, but the overall model and design I really do like. And it's also worth noting that his voice actor is really, really good.
What was that?
What was what? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, alright. You're all right here. Yeah, I see.
Sovngarde awaits you.
I was not expecting all of them to be right at the entrance. Not that it's an issue, but I was just not expecting it at all.
Is someone there?
Nope, nobody's here. There's nobody here. It's just a training drill. No one is attacking. Oh, do you have a crossbow?
Who's there?
Oh, he has a crossbow. Look at that.
Must be my imagination.
Alright, now to find... Okay, here we go. I was looking for the way further into the cave, and I just was not seeing it initially. Let's see what I have in terms of shouts. Let's do... Soul Tear. Why not? I'm trying to use a little bit more in terms of shouts variety. Just cause why not? Unrelenting Force will always be my absolute favorite, but
I'll have your head.
you gotta mix it up every now and then. Hey, wait a second. This bandit chief is not a Hlalu. That was no Hlalu, but then again, we're also not in a stronghold in the Jerall Mountains yet, so...
Lucky hit.
There is that. Willar? You coming? There you are. Oh, just pushed right past me. Alright, that's one more bandit ringleader dead.
Nice work in here. Knew I made a good decision bringing you. Now, there are a lot of bandits in that valley. Malvair's practically running a damn army. I get it, you're more skilled than 10 bandits put together, but we need to fight smart here. Even if we can take them head on, it's safer.
Alright, what are you suggesting we do?
There are a few satellite locations outside the main stronghold. A mine and a small, well-fortified outpost. We need to clear them out first so that we don't get a group of brigands flanking us from the rear while we're trying to attack the largest group. We should start with the mine. It's further from the entrance, but they're less likely to find out about us that way. Lead on.
My only question is, would satellite even be a term? What was the origin of the word satellite? Now I'm curious. Okay. Where did the word satellite come from? Its origin can be traced to the Latin word satels, meaning one who escorts or follows after an important person. This is also the original meaning of satellite in English. So the question is, what year did it come into existence? But, okay, it works. I'm glad I looked it up. You see, you learn something new every day. For me, it's the thing of, I'm just used to satellite in regards to, you know, satellites in space, so I hadn't considered that there might be an older definition.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this place is damningly beautiful and cold.
I like beautiful and cold. Wait a second. Did your face mess up again? Do I have to do this every time we go into a new location? Well, not every time, because he was fine in there. Unless... maybe it's anytime you go to a new world space, it just resets him? I'm not sure. I saw a lot of fixes for the glitch, but it involves doing a lot of different stuff in the creation kit, and while it's definitely doable, this does seem like an easier method, a shorter method, rather than having to quit out of this, install the creation kit, because I don't even have creation kit installed for special edition. Oh, whoa, where did you come from? Wait, a Thalmor soldier. Do you want to talk about the Thalmor soldier that just attacked us out of nowhere? Because I, for one, was not expecting it. Alright. I do love that they used the fort from the Dawnguard DLC. Or, you know, parts of the architecture from the Dawnguard DLC, just because it really is a beautiful piece of architecture, and the fact that it was only used once, I'm sad that it was only used the one time. So it's cool to see it being used again.
What was that?
Nothing? Nobody? Nobody here. Nobody here. They're all just rushing right at us. They're not the smartest, but that's also just stealth in Skyrim in general.
Oh, bastard!
I know it's a little dark, but I was 2 feet from them. Okay, you gotta move. The only other thing I can think of as to why his face reset when we came here is if there was a separate NPC version of him when we came into this area. But I'm not sure. Okay, so we have to get... where exactly? Okay, yeah, at the signal tower. I just wanted to see where on the map it was in relation to where we are right now. Okay, well, there's the signal tower. That's not too hard to find. Oh, and... probably should have, gotten a little stealthy here. Ooh! Oh, that murdered him! Did not mean to pull up the console. Meant to hit my hotkeys, and my finger just slipped. Wait, are these guys fighting each other? Why are they fighting each other? Oh no, that was my bandit who came back to life when I shouted him to death. I didn't see the glow on him at first, so I was confused.
I swear I'll kill you. Not impressed.
It's a bad time to get lost, friend.
It is the thing of I'm cutting them down pretty easily, but... you know, they are just regularly armed bandits. He even said, oh yeah, we could very easily rush in and kill all of them, but... just because we can doesn't mean we should. Which is a fair point. And he even said that he, you know, did clandestine activities, so I'd rather, you know, take advantage of that. That's 2 ringleaders down. Time to attack the fortress itself.
You did it clean, I'll give you that. Really nice fighting. The situation's changed by the looks of it, though. I think those bastards know we're here.
Yeah, I think so. Ha, better that way. Time to meet them with a frontal assault, or what are you suggesting we do?
We hold this position for a little bit, let them come here. This place is defensible enough, I'd say. Assuming they don't kill us both, they'll just be wasting men they could use to defend the keep.
That is a good point. Even if they didn't know we were here, we could just light the signal fire to let them know that we're here. So do we just stay here and fight? I guess so, yeah. I'm taking the Warhorn. Not that I need it or anything, but I'll take it. So do we stay in here to fight them, or do we go outside? Or do we even go up? Oh, yep, alright, this is the way. This was the way to come. Well, because I was wondering if they would be able to come into the tower, or if I had to leave and go back into the Jerall Mountains, and that would set up the script for them to start the attack. So now it's the thing if I could go back inside the tower and they would follow us in, but I think we needed to come out here first. All of these new weapons that you're seeing, these are from the immersive weapons mod pack. It's not from the mod itself. That bandit was already dead. Waste of a shout on my part. Because as I shouted, Willar just murdered him. Wait, did that glitch out? Okay, I think it glitched out a little bit. It's all good. Hold the signal tower against the third wave of responding bandits. Oh man, they don't even care about me. They just want to attack Willar. I missed twice. A little embarrassing. He can hold his own. I was holding down left mouse game. Oh, I think I might have hit Willar with that. I also really don't need to zoom in at all. They're so close that I really don't need to. And then I miss immediately. So, you know.
Are you prepared to die?
Ooh. Oh, we're ready to enter the fortress?
Sure have mercy on you.
I am ready. Alright, follow me, Willar. I'm just curious how many people are left, because he said that there's a small army at this point. Oh god, look at all those red dots. Are you fighting them over here? Is that going to be the way into the fortress, or is the entrance going to be on this side of the wall? I guess we'll see. Okay, yeah, you can get in over here, it looks like. This place is massive. They were not kidding when they said it was a large citadel. I want to know who the previous occupants were. I want to know who was here first and why it was abandoned. And I'm sure it'll come up, but I'm just curious now. I love that shout. There's a lot of fun shouts, and I really do just need to play around with them more. Let me just heal up a little to be safe. Ooh! Brutal. Okay, we do have to go up this tower. I'm just trying to clear out as many bandits as I can right here. I don't know where Willar went, but hopefully he'll rejoin us. They also used a few different architecture types for this. Because this is a solitude tower, I'm seeing, you know, regular ruins and forts and stuff, and, of course, the Dawnguard fort itself. But it all ties together pretty well. It's not too jarring or anything. Was this not the way to go? Okay, I guess that updated the map marker. But it did say to go through here first, and that's when I got the update to get into the keep. Let me look around real quick. But I don't see much up here in regards to where I would go next.
Over here.
But we got more bandits, so that's fine. I have no idea where Willar is at this point. I have no idea where he went. I could absolutely use his backup. Okay, so the real question is, will this lead me to the keep? Leads to the barracks. I really just wonder if I'm going the wrong way. I followed the initial map marker and I was hoping that, you know, fighting through here was the correct way, but let's go back. Let's see where the map marker takes us. Okay, well that's the keep right there. Which I love the design of that. I really, really like that. And I'm guessing that's going to be the player home later in the mod. So let's see where this leads. Okay, so that's where I was before, along the ramparts. Now that I've gone back through there, it's telling me to go into the barracks. So it wanted me to go into the barracks the whole time, or at least go through the barracks. It was a matter of, like I said, the quest marker was just kind of bugging out because sometimes that's just Skyrim. Has nothing to do with the mod, it's just how the game itself handles map markers and locations and everything. Sometimes depending on the zones and everything, things might just get switched around a little bit. It's very quiet. It's very eerie. And now it's saying to go back outside. We're just going to ignore the quest marker.
There he is in all his glory.
What?
I know a slippery one when I see one. You might want to flank him. I'll stay here.
It's not rendering yet. How do you see him? Why is the render distance so low? Like for an interior space especially. I'm wondering if it's because this space is so small. Or no, not so small. It's so large that it's just having trouble completely rendering it out. But yeah, I've never seen an interior location have that low of a render distance. Because mine is set to max just in my settings and everything. Because if I look over there, yeah, it's just... That's tiny, dude. I think the space is just that large that it's causing this to happen. And it's not the end of the world, I'm just surprised. Because it just looks foggy, almost. Because you see this sort of haze in the distance. Let's loot the guy. Oh, whoa, what? Almalexia's Revenge. Absorb 10 points of health. Target takes 20 points of shock damage and half as much magic damage. And it has its own unique texture. Look at that. It's a retextured elven sword. Which, when I think elven sword, let's be real, it's really just Thalmor. 9,000 gold. Or it's worth 9,000 gold. Let's read this. Now there, what in Oblivion do you think you're doing out here? We've got enough going on in this family. We don't need a blundering fool playing king to an army of highwaymen. I'd say the best place for a Dunmer, especially one with a good sword arm, would be here on Solstheim. The Nords here couldn't give a damn about the shape of your ears, and the Thalmor aren't strutting around in their gold armor at every corner. Reconsider your own damn stupidity before the Stormcloaks or Imperials rip you apart. Vendel. P.S. And for Azura's sake, did you just have to leave that Telvanni lass with... Oh. There's no second page. Damn it. And that's another bandit overlord in the ground.
I haven't fought like that since this one time on a farm outside Alinor. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about that. Imperial secrets. You can certainly handle yourself well in a fight. You're not just any mercenary. I should have recognized it earlier.
When can I tell him that I'm the Dragonborn? Oh, right now. You know who I am?
What, do you think I live under a rock? You're the, what were the Greybeards yelling? Dovahkiin? Same thing as Talos, Alessia, and Remen, right?
It's Dovahkiin, but honestly, his take on it's pretty damn close. The dragon's word for Dragonborn. And, you know, if he was in clandestine activities and everything, would also make sense that he would know who I am.
Well then, Dragonborn, we have a pretty big empty keep now, with an even bigger empty valley around it. I don't know what you do when you're not out there killing dragons and ensnaring lovers, but I really think we could make something out of this place.
Well, you have a exaggerated belief in how good I am with the ladies. What are you suggesting we do?
Build up a settlement here. I'll manage the day-to-day affairs. You're in charge of the bigger picture. Think about it. You could run a whole damned mercenary company out of here.
More like adventurer company. I like it. I'm game if you're game. Or no thanks, I'm not big on the idea of being a chieftain. Because I don't want a mercenary company, but I'm fine with the idea of forming a settlement, a town. So I'm curious what happens if I say that. Hopefully this doesn't end the mod right there. Or maybe he'll argue and be like, fine, not mercenaries, but villagers and stuff.
Fair enough. I'm gonna stick around here in case you change your mind.
Oh, okay. So it does have to be a mercenary company then. Alright, I've changed my mind. Let's get to work on this place.
Great! Talk to me when you're ready to get to work.
Rangers lead the way. I really do like his armor.
Never imagined myself being a steward, especially after being a ranger.
So you think we can turn this place into a proper settlement? Or can we get rid of all the dead bandits in the valley?
Yeah, sure thing. I'd rather not have bodies strewn all over the valley.
I'm so glad this is an option. I'm so glad that's an option. I love it. You think we can turn this place into a proper settlement?
Absolutely, it's a damned fortress, both artificially and naturally. Anyone tries to come in here in force, the mountains will kill them for us. Assuming they survive, we've got both the fortress, which is just a bunch of kill zones stacked up on top of each other, and the signal tower. In terms of the soil, well, I'm not a farmer, but there are a good number of trees on the east side of the valley. The soil must be better there. First thing we're going to need to do to get this place up and running is hire some new muscle. Off-duty grunts are better than laborers any day.
Estimated cost for building and estimated cost for building 2 added. I've been thinking of ways to improve this place.
Oh, really? What do you have in mind?
Let's sign on some muscle.
He's a warrior, she's a mage.
Oh.
They were working out of Coral, last I heard.
That skipped over.
They'll be in charge of the guard force.
That skipped over some dialogue. Alright, let's hire them. I'll have to get to know them myself because that dialogue just skipped over immediately.
Great, I'll send word out. They should be here soon enough.
I've been thinking of ways to improve this place.
Oh, really? What do you have in mind?
Let's work on the settlement, let's sign on some muscle, let's get some furnishings for the keep. Let's work on the settlement.
Okay. What did you have in mind?
Never mind.
If you say so.
Let me look at the costs that he mentioned. Library, 5 timber, 3 iron ingots, 200 septums. Armory, 4 timber, 4 iron ingots, 500 septums. Forge, 1 timber, 3 iron ingots, 8 stone blocks, 500 septums. Alchemy and enchanting, 4 timber, 3 iron ingots, 750 septums. Storage, 6 timber, 4 iron ingots, 300 septums. Dining hall, 5 timber, 3 iron ingots, 200 septums. Kitchen... okay. I will say that the amounts are fairly reasonable, and I like that. The mod's not expecting you to be a millionaire in Skyrim. It's a little bit more balanced in that regard. Basic farm, additional farm, general store, apothecary, fishery, tavern, Fletcher, blacksmith, wall, Willar. Okay. So I'll have to go and get stuff, which... the only thing is because it requires timber and stone blocks and straw bales, I'm wondering if I can get stuff delivered here. Because I know that you can use the Hearthfire merchants to order the timber and stuff, but it's a matter of, can you get it delivered to this keep the same way they can get them delivered to your homes in the Hearthfire DLC itself.
Oh, really? What do you have in mind?
So we can't work on the settlement yet because I need to get materials for that stuff. What about furnishings? It's probably going to be the same thing if I don't have the materials yet.
Alright, what do you want me to get for you?
Yeah.
If you say so.
Okay. So there's no other quests yet.
Managing a fortress isn't much different than managing the weapons for a section of Imperial Rangers. Oh, really? What do you have in mind?
Can we sign on more muscle, or is it just the two of them for now?
Alright, what kind of fighters do you want?
Oh, here we go. Let's hire warriors, you know, heavy armor, conventional weapons. We need scouts, light armor, bows, daggers, that sort of thing. I would say let's go for scouts.
Absolutely. Light infantry, rogues, rangers, whatever you call them, are vital.
You're a little biased. You're a little bit biased, because you're a ranger yourself. Okay. Let me take a look around this place. That leads outside. That's going to lead outside, because this is just going to be... Oh, never mind. I thought this was going to be a tower. Or, you know, a staircase leading up. This place looks absolutely huge. The render distance, like I said, it's a minor thing, but I'm just surprised that it's kind of happening in the first place. It's just a little jarring to me, and it might not even be the mod's fault. I think it might just be... Or it might not be intentional on the mod's part. It might just be a holdover from how big the fortress is, and the game is just struggling to really, really render it all out at once, or at least render it a little further. This place is beautiful, though. Okay, and this is the, you know, sort of house that I saw before that I was hoping that we could get into, and I thought would be the keep. Okay, so I'm guessing to move things along, I will just have to go and get some of these materials and just figure out the best way to build some of this stuff. So we're going to have to head back to Skyrim proper and get some of the materials from the Hearthstone traders. Or Hearthfire traders, sorry. Wrong game.